Okay, quick look at siege engines. This is a Lannister siege engine. Siege engines, they only provide +4 strength when you are attacking or supporting an attack on a castle or a stronghold. Okay, so otherwise their strength is 0, and if your siege engine gets attacked by someone else and you lose that battle, then your siege engine is automatically destroyed. They kind of burn it as they beat your army. Right, so that's siege engines. Last thing we're going to look at, I think we'll have done all the rules then, is these port tokens. And there's 8 ports around the board. And the ports are a special zone attached to the zone that it's in. And this just allows you to build ships inside the port in case the bay is occupied by opponent ships. So if I own Storm's End and I'm the Tyrells and I want to build a ship in Storm's End, then I can't build it in Shipbreaker Bay because the Baratheons are there. So I have to build it inside my port, and then I can attack outwards from the port to the bay. So it gives you that extra zone. You can also give a consolidate power order to ships in port so that they can trade and gain power tokens. And a port can hold a maximum of 3 ships. But you have to be careful, because if someone takes your castle while your ship is in port, then that ship will change to one of their ships, and they'll get a ship from their supply onto the board. So you have to be careful with keeping ships in port. And I think that is it. What I'm hoping to do is set up a play-by-forum game of Game of Thrones, but not using this board, because this is the first edition of the game and it was only made for 5 players. The second edition added 6, so you've made it a 6-player game. But then fans on the internet, of course, had to add on more players, and there's actually now a 7-player version, 9-player version, and even a map for an 18-player version of the game. And I think that sounds so exciting that I would love to get that going. We'd have to do some slight changes to the rules, because I think the idea behind the 18-player is that you have various vassal houses attached to yours, controlled by players, so you work as a kind of team. But those vassal houses, they can always change which great house that they're following, so there's the opportunity for diplomacy and backstabbing in there as well. Yeah, so we'll see how much interest this gets. I think I'll obviously be splitting this into several videos, so if you've reached the last video, well done for sticking with me. And I'll do a proper kind of Game of Thrones sign-up video later on, and we'll see how much interest, whether we can get a big game. I think we should be able to at least get like a 9-player game of this going, but if not, we'll just stick with the 6-player. But it would be pretty amazing to get that 18-player. To my knowledge, it's never been done. Like the guy who made the map, it's a beautiful map. I'll put a link to it in the description. But they tried to do some play testing on the internet, and it kind of flopped because people weren't replying and things like that. So we'd have to sort out a format that would work. But I think, yeah, this would be definitely for fans of the books and the series. This would be a good opportunity to jump on board. Right, bye for now.
A bear, there was a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. Oh come, they said, come to the fair. The fair said he, but I'm a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. And down the road from here to there, 3 boys a goat and a dancing bear. They danced and spun all the way to the fair. Oh sweet she was and pure and fair, the maid with honey in her hair, the maid with honey in her hair. black and brown and covered with hair. He smelled the scent on the summer air. He sniffed and roared and smelled it there. Honey on the summer air. Oh, I'm a maid, I'm pure and fair. I'll never dance with a hairy bear. I'll never dance with a hairy bear. The bear lifted her high into the air. The bear. I called for a night, but you're a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. She kicked and wailed, the maid so fair, but he licked the honey from her hair. He licked the honey from her hair. Then she sighed and squealed and kicked the air. She sang, my bear so fair.